30-degree out there. I mean, I played golf the other day. It was very hot. And, it seems like the winter is back, and that should be, even by Minnesota standard, the shortest summer we ever had. And speaking of summer, of course, we're going to talk about fruits. I mean, fruits is a huge summer staples for a lot of Americans, and we're going to see so many peaches and watermelons and pears and all sorts of fruits out there. And I was at the co-op the other day, and co-op really is getting a little bit kind of cuckoo here. Everything is organic, free range, hand-picked by top of the mountain of India and Mexico and Chile, and they tell you a story about how it was fed and happy chicken. And who wants to eat a happy chicken? Just leave it happy. It's dead. So I don't know what happy chicken is, or happy cow, or whatever. I mean, I rather to eat a depressed chicken, at least, ended their life one way or another. But a happy chicken, and you killed millions of them. Uh, that's not the way you deal with a happy chicken. So I don't really follow the story about what I'm eating, what I'm, uh, you know, tasting, and so on, and humanizing fruits and animals and all of this. But that's a co-op, free range kind of culture and attitude. But that's another story. I want to talk about when you go and buy fruit from the supermarket, what you notice, the emphasis on the shape and color, and everything looks shiny and great and firm, and they put kind of glossy material on it to look shiny and whatever. But you don't smell anything. You don't smell fruit. You don't smell the apple. You don't smell the oranges. Orange doesn't smell like oranges. Limes doesn't smell like lime, and peaches don't smell like peaches. They smell like chemical. You feel like there's some chemical put on it. But when you go to the kitchen section and whatever, and you buy, dishwash liquid, or washing liquid, or laundry, or whatever, cleaning, they smell fruit. It smells like lime and oranges, and so the smells moved from the product section to the kitchen chemical section, and the chemical moved from the kitchen section to the fruit section. And what drives all of that? Of course, this is serious business, research, and they found out the consumers buy fruit by the way they look, and they buy kitchen stuff and cleaning stuff by the way they smell. So it's driven still by consumer attitude and demand, and it's confusing for some. It's why would I buy an apple that smells like chemical, or orange? But it's healthy. And I think most of, not most, but I know fruit is a huge diet, but a lot of people buy fruit to put it in a basket on a table. It's like flour, something to look at. My wife bring a basket of fruit and put them on a table. the end of the day, I ate half of it. Every time I walk by, I grab a peach, I grab an orange, I grab a tangerine. And what did you do? What happened to the fruit? Well, I ate it. Well, why did? Well, I thought that was the idea. So people will buy fruit as a kind of decorative flower that has to fit the surrounding in the living room and a kitchen table, what have you. I came from a culture where you eat fruit because the taste and remind you of the season and the smell of it and the feel of it. It doesn't have to look perfect. It could be kind of got a rough edges or kind of broken whatever. It's fine, and I think it's a sign it's a good fruit. It's gonna be tasty when it looks good, when it looks perfect, when it looks shiny. You kind of you have suspicion. You have some kind of that does not look natural. That does not look normal. So what you buy is a story here. A happy chicken or free range lettuce or a free range cucumber. All that bullshit. It's really it's getting out of hand. 80% of what there was a manager in a supermarket, the name to be anonymous, telling me, I told him about this organic this and organic. They say 80% of the products that has organic labels are not really organic, and I don't know what organic means. It could be any item, it was picked by a clean hand, it's organic. It was whatever, water by the river waters, not automatic, well, it's organic. So there is no a clear definition what organic is. So you can say it organic and let your lawyer deal with the FDA, whatever the case may be. So people buy things because organic it doesn't really care if it tastes good or it's whatever, and or a happy chicken. We don't know what that is, and price is shooting up to the roof, and but that's what you buy. And it's a happy chicken. How could you argue the price of a happy chicken? That's just so it's a psychological manipulation of consumerism and just to go. I taste the fruit before I buy it, if I would you. And you buy things from farmer market or stand, and you grow your own if you want to really organic or happy chicken. And but even consumer to the point, consumerism is to the point where I have actually commodified our environment and our feeling and our culture and our values. It now become it's all for sale. I buy from co-op, I buy free range chicken or a happy chicken or a free range lettuce or whatever the case may be. This is the product. This is what people prod. You walk with your dog. The first question they ask is a rescue dog? No, it's not. I just got it. And so everybody, I have my daughter's dog in my house with my dogs. It's so noisy. The barking, probably heard barking there. So the other day I went to take a break from this dog and I went to a coffee shop, Angel Food here in St. Louis Park, and I found more than 20 dogs, owners. There was a Rescue Dog Association party or camping, and there is a tent and flyers and literature and lectures and videos. I'm not sure about video. Imagine that. But the whole neighborhood in Silvis Park in Minnetonka, western suburbs, took their dog to that place, and they sat there with their dog. Dogs are barking at each other, and they grabbed them and screaming at them. It was the worst decision I've ever made to avoid one dog in my house to go there and found 20, 25 dogs coming in back and forth and kids and this is a coffee shop and nobody's talking to anybody, just sitting with their dog, grabbing and give him a feed and structure and how they set crawl. It's about controlling your dog. It's not your relationship. But if your dogs act out, you grab them, screamed at him, and you punish him, and I'm going to take you home. Nah, nah, nah. So it's about all control. Everybody said my dog is a rescue dog, and people dying everywhere, and people dying in Gaza and Iran, and even our own backyard, poverty and homelessness. But you have a rescue dog. You rescue dog, tea or get uh, your cappuccino, latte, and talk about your rescue dog. It's really even commodification of lifestyles and it really amount to just slogan images and isolations and diversion. People are diverted from the main issue with rescue dog organization. Billions, millions of dollars spent on dogs' food, pets' foods, and we have more dogs than kids nowadays, and that's just not buying. Okay, make sure your banana is happy and your fruit is rescue, and keep it going. And we'll see you next rant.